In today's video, we're going to test out a fun and creative 3D printed mousetrap invented by a YouTube viewer from Ireland. I was amazed just how many mice we caught with it in the barn. And then for question and answer time, I'll address the #1 comment I received on my last video, and it has to do with the thumbnail photo. So make sure you watch till the end because this is another action-packed episode. Today for Mousetrap Monday, we're going to test out a brand new 3D printed mousetrap invented by a YouTube viewer named John from Dublin, Ireland. This package has come a long way. I love it when YouTube viewers invent and send me brand new mousetrap designs. Last week we featured an automatic electronic rolling log mousetrap invented by a YouTube viewer from Germany. Well, now it's Ireland's turn. So let's open up the package and see what it looks like. This looks like it's really well built, and even a 3D printed mouse. Wow. Has a ramp. This looks incredible. I'll show you how it works. Here's the 3D printed mousetrap. With all the details, John was having a lot of fun, and the design's one of my all-time favorites. There's a face of a mouse, the knob has a mouse, it says rodent trap on top, there's a counterweight that's a mouse. He even included a 3D printed ramp so the mice can climb up. He also was having fun and made a toy. Take a look at this. There's a gear and a crank, a yellow mouse, and a cat with a tail that goes up and down, and a paw that goes up and down to catch the mouse. Let's turn it. My kids are gonna love this. Thanks, John, for the bonus, but the mechanics of the trap is also great. The mouse will want the bait go in the trap. I'll turn it this way, can flip up the lid, and it says bait here. There's a ledge, and down below is a trigger. When the mouse puts its paws on the trigger, the floor drops. It gets dunked down below. There's a counterweight that makes the trap reset itself. So mouse after mouse will come along, try to get the bait, but before it does, it will end up getting caught. So you could catch a lot of mice. Now I'm gonna take off the lid and show the mechanics from the underneath side. On the back of the trap is the trigger. When the mouse steps on it, it goes up. There's a counterweight, and down below is a hook connected to the floor. When that's pulled back and the mouse is standing on the bottom, it drops. It's connected with a cable, and the weight of the mouse makes the trap reset. Let's see if our pet mouse will get caught with this fun trap. Go on down below. That worked perfectly. Let's do a side view. Let's try that again with a different mouse. It worked well with our pet mice, but I'm curious how it's going to do with our wild mice. Now I'm concerned they're going to chew on the mouse inside that counterweight, so I'm going to modify it just a little. For our 3D printed mousetrap test in the barn, I secured it to a clear plastic lid on a clear 5-gallon bucket. That way we can see the mice we catch, and with the lid on there, they won't be able to jump out. Over here's the ramp. They'll go up that, try to get the bait, hit the trigger, and drop down. This looks like it's going to work. So let's go set up the motion cameras in the barn and see how many mice we can catch with the 3D printed mousetrap from Ireland. When I went to go check our trap this morning, I saw our 3D printed mousetrap caught 7 mice. Those are great results. Now these are native deer mice, and because we caught them in a live catch trap, I'm gonna set them free. Let's go take them out in the wild and let them go. Okay, it's time to be free. Number 1. 2, this has a big botfly parasite on the side. That's too bad. 3, tried to bite me. Another botfly parasite. 4. This is a big one with a white belly. 5. 6. 'Last one, and he got away. This 3D printed mousetrap really did a great job. Now people give me a hard time when I let the mice go. They say they're pests and you should kill them. And you could easily kill them just by adding water in the bucket. But the inventor of this trap is from Ireland. And Ireland has some of the strictest mousetrap laws in the world. I'm told you can't use electric traps, glue sticky traps, or drowning traps, along with other traps. So because drowning traps are illegal in Ireland, I really wanted to showcase the potential of being a great live catch trap. Now this design is something I've seen before, something similar. One of my all-time favorite rat traps is called the Ulick Repeater. It's a much larger version, but it has the same floor that falls down. I've caught so many rats with a larger version of this style trap. But if you have a 3D printer, you can make this mousetrap. Now if the inventor wants to include the files, I'll put them in the link down below. Now I have a long video playlist of 3D printed mousetraps that have been invented by YouTube viewers from all around the world. One of the most prolific and well-known inventors on my channel is a viewer named Marcus from Sweden, who keeps coming up with new ways to catch mice and other pests. I love 3D printed mousetraps. There's so much innovation. I'm a little nervous to even mention this because YouTube viewers are so helpful, but there are over 20 3D printed mousetraps I want to try out. So if you have a 3D printer and you're willing to make me some of the traps, send me an email and I'll give you the links to the file. But just keep in mind, whenever I make a request, I get hundreds of viewers wanting to help out. Now people want to know what my all-time favorite mousetrap is. That's really hard to say. I posted YouTube videos reviewing over 500 mousetraps, and in my collection I have over 1,000, so I'd have to narrow it down to a top 10. That might be a good video in the future, but definitely last week's video with the electronic rolling log mousetrap. Also this one. This is one of my favorite just because it works so well. It doesn't require batteries and it's really fun. And next week's video is also going to be good. It's another bucket trap called the Mouse Bucket Device, and I've tested it out. It's catching so many mice. Now I also wanted to address comments I'm getting on my last video. It's performing really well, but I felt so stupid doing that thumbnail. But if you go to the YouTube trending page and see the top videos, it seems to be a common theme. I did it just as an experiment, and so many more people clicked on the video when I had a shock thumbnail. Thank you so much for all the support, all the subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider clicking the button right here. I've posted over 550 videos on YouTube, and currently I'm posting new videos every Monday. So if you want to see the best videos on how to catch mice, rats, squirrels, chipmunks, moles, voles, and gophers, stay tuned.